Good morning, and let's get right into it because I'm curious. How are Americans approaching their spending this summer? Are you seeing trends?
We know many Americans are feeling a bit cautious about their spending this summer, and I know I am one of them. A recent Intuit Credit Karma study showed that about half of Americans are feeling anxious about paying for their summer plans, with 2/3 choosing more budget-friendly activities this summer. But that does not apply to everyone. About half of young Americans say they are planning on prioritizing fun over finances this summer, particularly when it comes to things like travel or vacations or eating out. And that can have a real impact on their wallet and lead to debt.
In your opinion, how can consumers make the most of their summer without breaking the bank?
Take advantage of budget-friendly options. For travel, don't overlook local gems just because they're close by. Things like road trips, camping, a visit to a nearby lake or beach can be a great way to save money. You can split the cost of gas and groceries with your family or friends and borrow gear you might need but don't have. That can really help keep the cost down while also giving you that much-needed change of scenery so many of us are looking for in this season. And dining out can be a popular pastime in the summer, but as we've all seen, the cost of eating out has really increased substantially over the last couple years. The good news, though, is that dining in with friends, especially in the summer, can be just as fun. So I encourage folks to try out a theme night, maybe a DIY pizza making night or a backyard barbecue. That type of thing can really help keep the costs low while still helping you enjoy summertime with your friends and family.
Those are great tips, but of course, I'm thinking about my teenagers and how much they love Uber Eats. What advice would you have, let's say, for young people who might be a little hesitant about embracing some of your budget-friendly ideas?
Absolutely. It can feel scary to hear budget-friendly summer, but that doesn't mean saying no to everything. What it means is making sure that the plans you do make are ones that fit into your budget. So maybe you already have one, plan this summer. Perhaps it's a friend's weekend away or a music festival. You can try making that your one main splurge for the summer, and then try to cut back on other non-essentials. Maybe it's less eating out, maybe it's less Uber Eats, less rideshare, whatever that is for you. That can kind of help keep your budget a little bit more balanced. I know for me, I'm going to a music festival with some friends, but I'm sleeping on their couch instead of getting a hotel. That saves me several $100s, and I'm still going to have a great time. And especially for young people, it's really good to be mindful of how you are funding those summer plans. We saw that 3/4 of Gen Zers said that buy now, pay later programs actually encourage them to spend more than they can afford. So it's really important before you click on that purchase to make sure it's something that you can afford, not just now, but later as well.
Some consumers are going to go into debt this summer. Debt is rising. What do you recommend people do about it?
That can definitely put a damper on those fun summer plans, but it's fairly common. We saw 1 in 5 Americans say they're either planning to or have already taken on additional debt this summer. So if that's you, the first thing you want to do is start being really mindful about your impulse spending or nice-to-have spending, because you do not want your debt to continue to grow. And then you can make a plan for how you're going to pay down that debt. That means knowing exactly how much you owe, when the payments are due, how much you can afford to put towards it each month, and how they fit into your budget, and if you need to make any other tweaks to your spending. And I'd really encourage everyone to set up automatic payments. That can help you avoid missing a payment, which can really have a negative impact on your finances. And try to always pay more than the minimum payment, because that will save you money in interest charges that you're paying over time.
Last question for you. It's almost time for back-to-school shopping. We have a big initiative here helping students to make sure that they have all the school supplies they need. So we know it could be really expensive, $700, $800, $900. Do you have tips for parents?
Yeah, I know it feels like summer just started, but this back-to-school shopping season will be here before we know it. So for parents, creating a game plan now can really help you save not just money, but also time and stress. And so the first thing you want to do is take an inventory of everything you already have, because there's a good chance that not everything is going to need to be replaced. And then from there, you can create a clear budget with how much you have to spend on shopping, and then 2 lists, those things that are must-haves and the things that are nice-to-haves. Maybe you let your child choose one item from the nice-to-have list to replace. Perhaps it's a new lunchbox or new pair of tennis shoes, but they'll keep last year's backpack, just as an example. That can be a way to give them some ownership over the shopping process while also keeping your costs low. And even though summer just started, many retailers are going to start offering promotions, sales, price match guarantees, or maybe even already have. So it's not too early to start looking around, because the longer you have to compare prices, the more chance you have of getting a great deal. And if you're shopping for multiple children, it's a great idea to consider buying in bulk for things like notebooks, pens, pencils, if you can, because those costs can really add up over time.
Excellent suggestions. Where can people go for more info?
Then download the Credit Karma app or visit our website at creditkarma.com for more tips and tools.
Thank you so much and enjoy that music festival.
Thank you so much.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Credit Karma by Gorvis Communications.